Hello, Mr. Walker.
Hi, Risen. How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm good. Let me put in my headphones here. There we go. Every day I see you, you look older. Every day, but you're at that age where you're now growing up. How old are you again?
I'm 15.
Yeah, yeah. So you're at that age where it'll happen before my eyes, where
Yeah,
you look older and older. Do you feel like you feel older?
actually, no.
So how are you? How is everything?
Actually, it's everything is cool for now.
Yeah?
We have 3 months holiday after 2 weeks with this week, and I'm excited for
Yeah.
it.
I heard you guys get 3 months. That's a long time. In Canada, we only get 2 months of of
Mm.
of summer vacation. Yeah.
Actually, if I'm not false, in when I'm going to first grade, we have something like 4 months or something.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Gee. So I don't know if I asked you, do you guys have any plans for summer vacation? Is your family
Uh,
going to take you somewhere?
actually, we have a plan like actually I have my own plan. I go to a factory for learn something about new jobs, and after like August or something, I go to Mardin for 2 weeks,
Okay. And
and
what's there in Meriden for 2 weeks?
I go to see my cousins and uncles.
Ah, yes, I remember you telling me that. Yes, okay. Yes.
And after school starts, and I must go to school again.
Yes, yes, yes. No family trips? Does your family ever go on family trips during summer holidays?
Actually, we go to Mardin with my parents.
Ah, so your parents are going to go with
Yeah,
you. Whose side of the family is it in Meriden? Is it your father's or your mother's side of the family?
actually, the both sides is at there.
Oh, okay. So both of your parents are from there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. How far is that away from you?
Actually, how far are they from the home that we have at Mardin?
Yes, yeah. How far? Do you have to drive? Do you have to fly?
Mm, Actually, no. We going by bus to there.
Ah, and have you been there before?
Yeah,
And how long is the bus ride?
nearly one day, we can say.
Wow, wow, a long bus drive.
Yeah,
Yeah, wow, wow. Does the bus stop along the way?
yeah, it's must.
Okay. Where does it stop at places where you go eat? Where you can
Yeah,
so in Canada or in America too as well, when we take buses to travel, there are bus stops or we call them truck stops. So basically these places are usually have three or four restaurants. They have bathrooms. Sometimes they even have showers, and they're built for truckers, for people who drive trucks, and they go around the United States and Canada. And these
yeah.
places are for them to, take a shower, eat, relax, sleep. Do you have places like that too? When you
Actually, we have not too much restaurants. We have only a restaurant.
uh,
We have something like shops, and we have bathroom as well, but we don't have any shower places.
let me show you. I'll show you, and you tell me if it looks like this. Let me go to Google Maps, share my screen, and then I know there's one. I know there's one here on the 400, so we can zoom out. Stop. Stop. See if I can stop. Yes. Nope. What is what I said? Nope. Stop. Trying to what are they called? Highway. There we go. Nope. There we go. Oh, come on. I have one. We have it. There we go. En route. So here's one. So here's, I guess this is charging for electric vehicles. But basically, you can see it's like a plaza. And then inside, you can see they have like New York fries, they have Burger King, they have Popeyes. Outside, they have Starbucks. And this is along highways, gas station. So basically, they have a gas station. And then this inside area here.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Oh, they call it en route. They call these en routes. And you can see they have massage chairs. So these are for these are for people who are traveling on the highway, right? Let's see
Yeah.
if there's that's a good picture. Yeah, good. And then you can see here if I come out of here, it's right beside the highway. It's on a highway. So do you
Yeah.
have does it look like that? Like places like that for you?
Yeah, we have.
Is it usually along the highway as well, like that?
Yeah, it's long as well.
Uh, okay, okay, okay. I can't. The longest I've traveled on a bus was 10 hours.
10 hours.
Yeah, my friend, I remember I have a friend who was a singer
Oh,
and he lives in New York and he told me to come visit him one day. So I didn't want to drive. To drive it would have took 7 hours, but I didn't want to drive, so I decided to take the bus. And it took me 10 hours and we stopped 4 times. Yeah, yeah.
actually, as if I'm not false, we stopped 4 times as well.
Okay, but it takes a day. It takes a whole day.
Yeah.
Is it comfortable to sleep on the bus?
Actually, I don't sleep, so I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, because it's impossible to sleep. For me, it was very uncomfortable because of the bus. My bus was like this. Every time we were driving, it was rocking side and back and forth.
Actually, some too much people are sleeping in the bus, but I don't know that I can't sleep on the bus.
Hmm.
I can't sleep with any trip.
Do you get motion sickness on the bus?
No,
Okay. Does any of your family get motion sickness?
no.
That's good.
Actually, yeah.
Who gets motion sickness?
My one of my cousins have it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, it happened for 2 hours in the beginning, and then it went away. It passed. Yeah.
Oh,
So luckily, I didn't have it that long. Because usually I don't get motion sickness. Even on the water, when I'm on a boat, I don't get motion sickness. Um, but for some strange reason, on that bus, that trip, but like I said, the bus was like this when we were driving. I don't know why. It was a maybe it was an older bus. I did not like it. I did not like it at all. Okay. You said you were going to continue studying during the summer holiday?
Yeah, if I can, I am
What are you going to study?
at the plastic factory.
Plastic factory.
Yeah,
Explain. Tell me more. Tell me more.
there is a plastic machine that we use for we put something in with forklifts, and after a while we put a plastic in it. Have you ever gone to a stadium?
Yes, yes.
Then you know the plastics that's under it, they are too small.
Plastic under it too small.
They're something like um, small rocks.
Okay. Okay.
They're black.
Oh, yes. Those little,
Yeah,
yes.
we
Yeah.
have something like that in big pockets.
Okay.
No, big things,
Yes.
and they are 25 kilos. We have put them in machine. The
Hmm.
machine melts them and do something that we want from it.
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen those when people make water bottles.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they have these little pellets and they pour it into the machine, and the machine melts it, and it forms the bottle, and then they take it off. Yes, I've seen that before. Okay, okay. But you said they use black plastic?
no, actually it's white
Hmm.
for too much, but you can color it as well.
What do they make at the factory?
Actually, you can do too much things. Like when I go, I do air filters, and before I go there, they do some car parts for Ford brand, and they do something like glass. They can do it as well.
Mm, mm, mm. Is it close to you? How did you hear about this plastic factory?
Actually, my father
Plastic injection machine.
going
Yes.
to uh, he has he worked for government,
Mhm.
and the place that he works have he have a friend out there, and his friend is friend of the factory's owner. So my father say that is there any factory that my boy can work at? And this man said, I know one. I'm gonna ask him. And when he asked the factory owner, he said the factory owner said, okay, he can come. And my father said to me, and I go there for a year, nearly a year.
Okay, okay. You know, we have to, in school, we had that kind of same machine, the plastic injection machine, but it wasn't very big. It was very small. I just can't remember what we used to make.
And the tools that we use to take the thing that we want, like to reports or something, is called patterns.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and those patterns. Yes, yes. How long are you going to be there for?
Actually, until I go to Meridian, I work at there,
Oh,
and
so you're going to get paid money.
yeah,
Oh, nice. Okay.
8,000 Turkish liras. Isn't that much?
Ah, nice. Is this going to be your first job, Razan?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Like, my uncle have a marriage,
Hmm.
or if we go to a marriage at Mardin,
Yes.
I help with getting tools and giving the pastas or which what's that? Giving the cakes
Mm.
to the peoples. I do that as well, but it's the first job that I get a factory.
Factory job. I worked at a factory. Well, it wasn't really, well, it was a factory. It's considered a factory, but I when I was 15, um, I worked at a shipping company. So
Oh,
so basically, what you would do is you would pack trucks with products so that it could be delivered to wherever they're going to. But for me, it was very hard work. I got fired because I couldn't keep up because how can I explain it? Do you
is it?
know the word conveyor belt? Conveyor belt?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So every truck that was parked had a conveyor belt connected to it, and the computers would scan the products and send it to the right truck. And I remember they put me on this truck for my first day, and um, what was coming down was big crates of dog food.
Oh,
So yeah, it was very heavy crates of dog food, and the computer wouldn't slow down for you. So you would have to be very quick to pack the trucks, right?
yeah,
And if you were slow, then then the conveyor belt would be packed of your product, and they would slow the whole line, because if your conveyor belt was packed to the point to the main line, then other products couldn't move. So that's why you always had to rush and go quickly. I remember when I got home, my nose was stuffy, so I blew my nose and it was black from the
um,
dust. Yeah, it was black from the dust of the work. I lasted 1 week on that job. And then they fired me. Yeah, but it wasn't for me. No one taught me what to do. It was very hard work. Yeah, it was too much for someone my age at that time.
so many people think that working at a factory is hard, but if you work with the people you like, it's easy to work at there.
Yeah, yeah. If there's people, that's what I'm saying, because people, for me, I guess I was so young, people didn't talk to me, they didn't teach me. So I guess that's what made it hard for me, right? Because I didn't have any guidance or friends at the factory, right? Yeah, yeah. So it wasn't the best job. Um, the I did work at another factory, and when I was 14, and I was building computers. I loved that job, but I did that job so well that we ran out of work. Like all I did was build computers, put computers together, and I would spend hours there. Um, they didn't mind me staying there long because I was doing the work. But I remember one day I came back and they said, "There's no more work. You did such a good job. There's no more computers to build." And that was it. And then they fired me again. And then I got fired again for doing good work. I got fired for doing good work. Yeah, yeah. How is there an age to start working in Turkey? Like,
Actually, if you are older than 18 years old,
hmm,
you can get 24,000 Turkish liras or something like that.
okay.
But if you a kid like me,
Hmm.
It's not correct work, but if you want to learn something, they can give a money to you as well. But if they didn't give a money to you, you can't say anything because it isn't correct that you work at there. And it's if you say that, it's be something too wrong because they get you, they take a risk, and you don't have any um if something being to you, like your hands being at the machine closed when you're repairing the thing, and
Oh, yes.
it's
So
be
your hand gets
something,
cut off
yeah,
or your hand
yeah,
gets damaged.
it's the thing is being to them. It's bad for your boss because it have it, he gets the he must pay this thing
Mm,
to you.
mm. He must pay your medical bills.
Yeah. So
So
too much
there's no
people.
insurance. No
Yeah,
insurance for people under 18.
yeah. They didn't take too much people's under 18.
Um, it seems like that's the law. Just the
Yeah.
So the reason why there's no insurance for people under 18 is because the government doesn't want people under 18 working in the factory.
Actually, in Afghanistan,
Hmm.
they are working like that. If I'm not false, you until 34 years old, anyone can't get out from the country
Okay, okay, interesting, interesting.
because you until 34 years old,
Hmm.
they work for governments. They give something to them, and after 34 years old, they can get out of country. They can go like USA or Canada.
Mm. Did you, I don't know if I asked you this, when you become older, when you become an adult, do you want to stay in Turkey or do you want to
I,
travel or live somewhere else in the world?
I want to live somewhere else in the world.
And why is that?
And because yeah, Turkey is so cool place, but it isn't too comfortable to live here.
How is it not comfortable?
Like it's expensive,
Mm,
and there's too much cars, and it's crowded city,
yes,
and it's loud.
yes. Same thing here in Toronto. That's why I want to leave Toronto because it's the exact same thing. It's very expensive. There's too much traffic. Mm,
Like after I get out from school,
mm-hmm,
in the when I'm sixth grade,
mm-hmm,
there isn't any traffic there because there isn't any earthquake and something.
mm-hmm.
But after earthquake, the people's living at there come to Ankara and Istanbul, and
Uh,
they go something like there, and it's be too crowded.
because I heard their city was destroyed from the earthquake.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they had to come
I'm
to
not for
Ankara.
cities or something destroyed by earthquake.
Yeah, I have a student that was from that area, and he showed me pictures of the destruction of all the buildings and houses from that earthquake. Does Turkey get a lot of earthquakes?
Actually, in it's the second big earthquake, and in 1999, there is a big earthquake at Istanbul as well.
Hmm. Do you get earthquakes regularly though?
We can say at this day we get.
Okay. I've only felt an earthquake 3 times.
Oh,
When I was on the island, um, I was going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, And this was just the last time I went to the island, and I was in my bed. Yeah, 1999 earthquake. Yeah, and I was in my bed, and I heard this rumbling, and I thought it was a speaker system. I thought it was someone who had their music loud in their car, right? Because it sounded like it was heading towards me. And when I heard it, when it came to me, my bed shook like this. And I was very scared because I didn't know what happened. Because I don't, like I said, I've felt earthquakes maybe 3 times, but that was the most powerful earthquake I've ever felt. And I remember I called my friend and she said, "Oh, did you feel the earthquake?" And I was like, "Oh, thank God," because I thought it was a ghost shaking my bed.
As you say, it's hard to stay in an earthquake because yeah, it's takes seconds, but in that time, it's looking for minutes for you. It didn't.
Yeah, yeah, it was only, I could say, 10 seconds, but man, it slowed time down because the feeling of the earth moving, it's very unsettling, right? It's not the best feeling to feel an
We
earthquake.
learned at the hot earthquake that I write to you.
Hmm.
These five cities can destroy it in 14 seconds.
Wow,
The earth because of the earthquake.
man. Yeah, it's something that I don't like feeling. Yeah, yeah. What So now that you said that you don't like traffic and people and expensive cities, it's
Yeah.
very hard to think of a place to move to, right? Have you ever thought of what places you would think of going to live?
Actually, I think to go Europe much.
But a lot of traffic in Europe.
Yeah. But
And Europe is very expensive. Europe is very expensive.
if we think like that, you go to one country, you stay at there, but you can go like 20 countries or something without any permissions
Mm, mm, mm. And
because
it
of
and it depends on what job you get to as well. If you get a
yeah,
good job, yeah, yeah.
like there is some people that go to their own name. I'm a musician. I can
Yeah,
play violin, but
yes.
at there they follow the violin and they start to go universities at there and